Angry MGTOW here. And you can't tell another MGTOW how to be a MGTOW. So I decided to use this video to discuss what's going on in MGTOW right now, and the fact that MGTOW is beginning to become a supremacy movement. Some of you are saying, what the fuck are you talking about, Angry? I'm the first person who always jumps up and says MGTOW are not supremacist. But there are these core people, especially the red pill ghost, that have lost their fucking minds. You can't tell another man how to be a MGTOW. You can't tell another man which way to go. MGTOW is not getting married, not having children, focusing on yourself and your own happiness. That's what came about second wave MGTOW. First wave MGTOW was just reclaiming your masculinity. However, this new wave of MGTOW that we seem to be entering is centered around, essentially, men disengaging from women and spaces that women are in. You can't tell me as a MGTOW who to speak with. You can tell me speaking to a woman can be dangerous. You can tell me that they're liars. You can tell me that they're full of shit. You can tell me all kinds of things about them, and I'll probably agree with you. But you cannot tell me that to be a MGTOW, I cannot speak with a woman or... So, guys, I'm just going to assume, that you're again. I had some technical difficulties. My computer decided to bitch out on me. So I was disconnected for just a moment. I restarted, rebooted. We're back online. As you can see, everything appears to be fine. So sorry for that. Just one of the wonders of modern day technology. The point I'm making is that you can't tell anyone how to be a MGTOW. You can't tell anyone how to go their own way. You can't tell anyone what it means to be a man, because you don't know. Being a MGTOW is about freedom. Being a MGTOW is about the individual. Being a MGTOW is about being you. It's not walking. It's not beating by someone else's drum. You're not doing what someone else says. You're doing what you say. You're doing what you want to do. You focus on yourself. You focus on your own happiness. You don't focus on anyone else. MGTOW is freedom from the gynocracy. That's what MGTOW is. It's freedom from the gynocracy. It's not designed to capture you, to take your life away, to take your joy away, to take your freedom away. That's not what MGTOW is. And the next thing I have to say is that it has nothing to do with telling you what you can and cannot do as a man. That's not MGTOW. MGTOW should never, ever sit around telling other men how they should be or shouldn't be MGTOW. Hey, you're doing what you want. Because it has nothing to do with the philosophy. MGTOW is about the individual. I have this guy, the Red Pill Ghost, yelling at me for having women on my streams. To be honest with you guys, I spent many years really angry at women. Many years really frustrated with them. And I have women on my streams now, and it's my choice to have them on, because sometimes there are things I want you guys to see. I want you to see the things that they say and why we are MGTOWs, why we are men going our own way. Okay? And if you don't want to listen, you don't have to. But the thing is that being a MGTOW, I have the freedom to do that. I have the freedom to associate with women if I want to, or not to. And I can clearly see that there's a lot of people who are pissed off with me. They're angry that I've been associating with women. They're angry that I've been talking with women. They're angry that I'm doing MGTOW my own way. You have to understand that's the beauty of MGTOW. That's what made MGTOW so great. As long as you weren't getting married, you weren't having children, and you were focusing on yourself and your own happiness, you're a MGTOW. That's MGTOW. But then we have these idiots talking about, no, you absolutely know that you shouldn't be out there talking to those women because they're absolutely dangerous and you're gonna get into so much trouble. By who? I already know what women are like. I'm the first person to tell you women are fucked up. What else do you want? Segregation? It's going to take a long time, if ever, before men and women actually get along again. It is, as a whole. Philippe Sibes in the comments says, there are waves or phases of MGTOWs. Yup. There have been waves of MGTOW. The original MGTOW looks like neo-masculinity. That went from around 2000 to 2010, 2011. Right around 2010, 2011, second wave MGTOW started, which was essentially men focusing on themselves, their own happiness, and so forth. That was ushered in by Barbarossa and Stardust. Third wave MGTOW, which is now becoming separatist, a complete separatist movement, is what's developing at this point as we enter 2017. And I honestly believe that it's going to potentially take full root over the next couple of years. The truth is, guys, I haven't been hooking up. And the thing is, if I want to hook up with a woman, if I want to bang any of these fucking chicks, I can as a MGTOW. You guys must be out of... Some of these guys are out of their fucking minds, trying to preach what we can and cannot do. I've said it before, I'm not trying to be your leader. I'm trying to get you guys to wake up and think for yourselves, to pursue happiness for yourselves, to find what it is that you want and go for it. I can't tell you how to live your life because I can't take responsibility for your life. That's what MGTOW is. It's about putting the control back in the hands of the man. That's what I want for all of you. That's what I want for myself. You know, I fuck hookers, and I'm not ashamed of it. There's a lot of MGTOWs who will say that's a fucked up thing. You're giving your money to these women. You're worshiping vagina again. You're gynocentric. Guess what? I'm not marrying these sluts. I'm not having children with them. I'm focusing on myself and my own happiness. Some MGTOWs will say, well, you can't focus on yourself and your own happiness if you're involving yourself with a woman, and more so if you're having sex with one. Are you out of your fucking minds? That's not what MGTOW was about. This is how movements are hijacked. This is so stupid that I even have to have this conversation. I invited the Red Pill Ghost on here. And as soon as I can I sent him an email. And as soon as I can get him on, I'll get him on a podcast. Because he made a video about me 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know about it. As soon as I can get the Red Pill Ghost on here, I will. And I'll tear him a new asshole. Alright? Because I'm very passive. But let me make this very clear to you guys. I've been here longer than many of you have. I've been through the phases of MGTOW. I was in MGTOW when this fucking community wasn't here. Okay? Barbarossa was once considered like a madman just ranting on YouTube. There was no MGTOW community. There was just a handful of MGTOW channels, men talking about their problems and trying to warn other men. That was what MGTOW was back then. And then we have all these new guys that are popping up and coming with these fucking crazy philosophies. First off, even though I've said some crazy and radical things, those are my beliefs. Those are my beliefs that I was saying as a MGTOW. And anyone else could disagree with me. Because being MGTOW doesn't mean you agree with all other MGTOWs. That's the honest to goodness truth. It has nothing to do with being in agreement. To be honest with you guys, men are forever fighting each other. They're forever competing. They're forever at each other's throats. Going your own way is one of the greatest things that could ever happen to us, because we have a framework for how we can go our own way. But it doesn't mean that we all have to go the same fucking direction. To most crazy MGTOWs that are watching this, stop. MGTOW does not owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. No one owes any other MGTOW anything. We are not going in the same direction. Sometimes we are, but we are not inclined to. And no MGTOW has the right to tell another MGTOW how to be a MGTOW. If you're going out and you're getting married, then you're not a MGTOW. I'll make that very clear. Because you're not living the MGTOW philosophy. That's pretty simple. If you're a married man, you're not living the MGTOW philosophy. But if you're not getting married, not having children, and focusing on yourself and your happiness, you're a MGTOW. Who gives a damn if you want to go out and fuck women? Who gives a damn if you want to have quick hookups? Who gives a damn if you want to go on dates? Is it counterproductive for men to do some of this stuff? Maybe. But that's their fucking choice. For anyone who's saying that I'm trying to I'm misguiding young men and telling them to do the wrong thing, MGTOW is about the freedom to make the decision for themselves, to choose the paths that they're most happy with, and to walk down those paths feeling free and accepted. That's MGTOW. But it sure as hell isn't about going in the direction of anyone else and adhering to anyone else's standards. That's not MGTOW. MGTOW is about freedom. It's not about trading one set of masters for another set of masters. We already have a gynocracy. What are we forming? A new patriarchy in MGTOW? Where we have a new set of leaders who tell us what to do and how to go? I'm not Sandman. I'm a guy making this content for you, sharing my experiences, listening to what you guys have to say, exchanging feedback with you, and then letting my views evolve. I kind of make it up as I go along because that's how life works. That's how it works. When you listen to guys like Sandman acting like they have all the answers, and then you basically start adhering to Sandman's way of doing things, and then Sandman goes out and gets a fucking girlfriend, which he has done. What do you say then? You know, I look at Christianity. I think about how fucked up Christianity is today. Because Christianity started out with a guy named Jesus Christ coming to earth and telling people about a better way to live. There was no Christianity before. There was no such thing as Christianity. And then you have a group of people that formed this thing called Christianity around the ideologies that he taught. And then they began breaking up into different sects, saying that each one is better than the other one. Until these days, you really can't define what a Christian is. Because a Christian and a believer are not the same thing. Simply saying you believe in Jesus versus I'm a Christian. If you're a Christian, that comes with a whole load of other rules, regulations, and everything else, which makes absolutely no sense. That's the same shit happening in MGTOW. Some guys have taken a simple philosophy of going your own way. Focusing on yourself, your own happiness, not having children, not getting married, and made that into a fucking cult. You can't tell another MGTOW how to be a MGTOW. I want you guys to hear me and understand that. Red Pill Ghost, if you're watching, shut the fuck up. You don't tell another man how to be a MGTOW. I don't know who the hell this guy is. First he was going around as Markov. Now he's the red pill ghost. You are nobody. You do not have a voice here. You do not speak for everyone. I do not speak for everyone. We speak for ourselves. We go our own way, the way we choose to. I cannot tell another MGTOW how to go his own way, just as the red pill ghost cat, Harris, whatever his name is, Stay Free MGTOW, Sandman, Turtling Monkey, and I'm not putting Turd on the spot. I'm just saying, no MGTOW can tell another MGTOW how to live his life. And for example, when a person gives an explanation of what they believe, it's not written in stone. You can present all the scientific facts you want. Most of these channels don't pretend. Most of these channels don't actually provide any real scientific research. Very little also. They can present their ideas, but their ideas cannot be interpreted as fact. And that's what's happening in MGTOW. Ideas are being interpreted as facts. You go your own way, you choose for yourself. That is MGTOW. I've been here a whole lot longer than many of you. And that means when I'm telling you that I can't tell you what to do, listen to me. You make the choices for yourself. If we keep going down this rabbit hole of telling other men how to live their lives, MGTOW will collapse. There will be no more MGTOW. What does it matter if I want to fuck? I'm not saying I am, but some of the chicks I talk to, what does it matter if I want to fuck them? What does it matter to any MGTOW if I want to fuck roaming millennial or a bit of Brit? Doesn't matter at all. Shouldn't matter at all. That's none of your fucking business. Because I'm going my own way. My own way. I'm not getting married. I'm not having children. Focusing on myself and doing what makes me happy. And if I want to fuck a woman, or I want to talk to a woman, I take on the responsibilities. I take on the repercussions of those things. That doesn't make me any less of a MGTOW. The MGTOW community is acting like only a MGTOW monk is a true MGTOW. Fuck you guys that say that. MGTOW does whatever the hell a MGTOW wants to do and doesn't take shit from anyone else. Because that's MGTOW. We've taken so much shit from gynocentrism in a gynocentric society. Now we need a group of beta males to tell us how to be men? Fuck the lot of them. I'm not taking rules or order from anyone. Some pansy ass mangina? No. I'm going my own way. That's what a MGTOW is, and that's what you have to be. If you're a MGTOW, go your own way. Forge your own path. Make decisions for yourself. Make fuck ups yourself. Alright? Because you will get the rewards and also have to pay the penalties for that. But if you're so afraid to live life, that you're just throwing your life away. No man is ever going to make it through this world without a few scars. It's as simple as that. But I'm warning anyone else who thinks like the Red Pill Ghost that they can come in here and convolute MGTOW and try to dictate what MGTOW, what men can do from what they can't do, what men can say from what they can say. I will tell them to get the fuck out of here. Because MGTOW is not a movement that any of us controls. It's a basic ideology, a framework for living to help keep us safe, keep us happy, provide more meaning to our life because we see what society has become. We went our own way because of the gynocracy. That's why men went their own way. We didn't go our own way because we hated women. We didn't go our own way because we're afraid of pussy. We went our own way because of the legal system. We went our own way because women are assholes. We went our own way because we wanted to. These are the reasons why MGTOW was created. MGTOW was not created because we hated women. You know what's interesting? When you become a MGTOW and you spend time learning more about the philosophy, you learn that it's a waste of time to hate a woman. You gain nothing out of it because all you're doing is spending all your time thinking about them. I can't tell another man not to hate, though. In fact, I think that men should allow themselves to feel a wide range of emotions. They should allow themselves to go through that hatred phase and graduate from it and move on beyond it. Because, and I say that because if you stay filled in that hatred phase, then you are literally hindering your own progress in life. You will forever be burdened. And the people who you're hating, they don't give a fuck about you. Do you think she cares that you hate her while she's riding the cock carousel? Gotta be kidding me. If you want to be happy in this life, you have to focus on yourself. You have to obtain happiness for yourself. You have to go your own way the way you choose to. You can't go your own way the way some other man tells you to. To be honest, we also have a lot of manginas running around MGTOW. Alright? And for them to listen to these guys, Sandman's a cuck. Mark Ellingham puts it a great way. You're right, Angry MGTOW. We do not hate women. We're just done with the garbage of women. We're done with their shit. Sofan Bud says, find your passion, not women. Yeah, find your passion. But if you want to fuck them, you can fuck them. Don't get me wrong. There may be risk. There are risks that comes with everything. But as a MGTOW, you can make those decisions. But to basically say that you have to become a separatist where you see a woman walking down the street, you cross the road, you go into a store, and there's a female cashier. So there's a female cashier. So you leave the store because there's no one else besides the female cashier. You basically go to great lengths to avoid women. Don't you realize that now they're controlling you? They're controlling where you shop. They're controlling where you walk. They control where you eat. Don't you get it? The more you try to avoid women and avoid allowing them to control your life, the more they control you. Because now you're going out of your way to avoid them. You're changing your schedule on. You're inconveniencing yourself. But you're saying that, oh, you're protecting yourself. I don't remember who said this, but there's a saying. Maybe it was Winston Churchill. There was a saying. Those that would trade freedom for security deserve neither. So many MGTOWs right now are acting like they want to live in this this isolation. Away from the women, away from the world. That's your business if you want to live that way. That's your choice if you want to live that way. But no one is saying that MGTOWs have to live that way. There's nothing in the MGTOW philosophy that discusses being a separatist movement, avoiding women. There's no such thing. This sounds as crazy as feminism. Think about what feminism said it was initially. It was about women obtaining equality in men, social and political equality in men. Social and political equality in men. But in today's day and age, everyone pretty much agrees that if you don't believe in if you don't believe in rape, in rape statistics, if you don't believe in the wage gap, if you're not against mansplaining and manspreading, then you're not a feminist. You basically have to agree with a herd of radical lunatics if you want to be a feminist. Think about that. What it is in the textbook and what it is in reality are two very different things. It's a vindictive, hateful, man-hating movement. MGTOW is not a woman-hating movement. There were men who do hate women in MGTOW. That's their freedom to do so. But then when you start telling every man that they have to hate women or they have to avoid them at complete cost to be a MGTOW, are you smoking something? Put the crack down, son. Put the crack pipe down. Alright? And just listen to me. Because you're clearly puffing on that stuff. Or if you're doing blow, you need to get some sleep. You need to sleep it off. Because anyone that says a MGTOW has to do X, Y, and Z to be a MGTOW is lying to you. We are not building a religion around MGTOW. I made a video talking about the Church of Sandman. And this is the shit I was trying to talk about. Creating a fucking religion around this. We are not a fucking religion. We're just a group of men focusing on ourselves and our own happiness and going our own way the way we choose to. That's all that MGTOW is. Mark Ellingham says, "You're exactly right, Angry MGTOW. When I go out in public, I drive a beaten-up car and dress like a slob wearing headphones. Not to avoid women, just to have them leave me alone." Exactly. But then you have a guy like The List. You have a guy like The List that says, "No, Angry, that's not how it goes." No, that is how it goes. We live our lives the way we choose to. You can't tell me how to be a MGTOW. And you know what? I've been a MGTOW long enough. I was around early enough so I can stand up to you little shits that are hanging around MGTOW trying to make it into some type of radical, fanatical movement. You don't dictate the lives of another MGTOW. You don't tell another MGTOW how to live their lives. Alright? So I'll make sure to let you individuals know that you don't control MGTOW. I don't control MGTOW. MGTOW is just a philosophy. We're not going down the feminist rabbit hole. We're not doing this. I do what I want to do. If I want to fuck a girl, I can fuck her. She wants to consent to it, why not? That's my business. If I want to fuck a hooker, I can fuck a hooker. That's none of your business. I talk about what I do so that people know that I'm realistic, that I'm 100%, that I'm not full of shit. Okay? I'm transparent. I'm transparent. So people are saying I'm fake or I've gone over to the dark side. If I really was fake, you wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't tell you about the things I do. I would just go out and do them. And then I'd just keep making videos. And I'd basically just yell in every single video and bring the anger. That's kind of what Sandman does, isn't it? Hi everyone, Sandman here. That's it. Same shit over and over and over. You go back 2 years ago, and every video Sandman has made sounds just like the other one. There's no ups and downs. There's just the exact same video. Same shit. Same shit in every fucking video. I'm a real person. Being MGTOW equals becoming your own person spiritually, emotionally, and financially. That's something that Statesman 1977 says. And he says that is what I chose it to be for me. That's exactly it. MGTOW is whatever you want it to be for you. If you're not getting married, not having children, focusing on yourself and your own happiness, that's MGTOW. That's MGTOW. Anything else, you decide on it. You're a man. You decide how to go your own way. Becoming more, developing your spirituality, your emotional well-being, and your finances, that's incredible. That's your choice as a MGTOW. But not every man has to do it. Again, but those things will enrich your life. MGTOW is about choosing the way you want to live your life, not letting society or other men dictate it for you. Simple as that. I have to come on here and yell at some idiots because I'm seeing the comments in the videos that are popping up. That's really it. We're men going our own way. We're men focusing on ourselves. We're men focusing on our own happiness. We're not men listening to other women. We're not other men. We're not men listening to other men or men listening to women. We're men listening to ourselves. MGTOW, fucking women and making them cry. Love it. That's that's what you want to do, that's MGTOW. MGTOW, do the way of going your way. That's exactly it. It's called men going their own way. Their own way. It doesn't say their own way together. Nowhere in the philosophy does it say MGTOW is men going their own way together. Men can barely stand each other, to be very honest with you. The power of MGTOW is going our own way and making choices for ourselves and being leaders of our own lives. That's all there is to it. I see there's like 5 downvotes on this video now. Five little bitches downvoted the video. So what? Me telling men to go MGTOW their own way, that's the way that they need to hear it. And anyone who wants to downvote the video because I'm telling men to live MGTOW the way they choose to, fuck off. Fuck off. Just want to remind you guys, I make 3 of these videos every day, so please consider leaving a donation via my Patreon by clicking on the Patreon donate link in the YouTube header, or you can find a link to my Patreon in the description of this video. There's all these great rewards. You can come Patreon for as little as $5 a month, and it helps to ensure I continue to put out great quality content for you guys. Also, never miss another notification from me by enabling notifications. You can do that by clicking on the little notification button below any video. Click the box, it's next to the subscribe button. When you click on it, you click the bell, you'll see a pop-up that says send me all notifications for this channel. Just check the box, hit save. If you've already done it, you don't have to do it again, and this ensures you'll always receive a notification whenever I'm live streaming or whenever I put out another video. But with that said, I want to know if you agree with me. Do you guys agree with me that you can't tell another MGTOW how to be a MGTOW? You can't tell another man how to live his life. I want to know what you guys think, because this topic keeps on rearing up. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MGTOW or death. And cheers.